What is going on, everyone? My name is Shaq, and today I am here for my second upload technically of the day, but I am going to be showing you guys my end of season 1 lineup. Now we are really close to season 2. I was planning to stay up, but I decided, hey, I'm gonna make this video and I'm head off to bed to get a full day's grind in tomorrow, rather than just go 2 hours in and then go, I can't be bothered, and then want to not do it when I wake up. So I'm making this video. I'm going to put it out to you guys and let you know where I'm up to right as we're about to hit season 2. Now, my lineup for the most part hasn't really included my GOAT lineup or my best lineup. So you know what? I'm going to save that for this video. I think we're like less than 4 hours away from the new season. About 3 hours and 45 minutes, which is all really exciting. I can't wait to go on the grind again. And our hope is that we will be one of the first to complete the XP grind. So even if I'm not up straight away for the grind, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get a fair bit done. And I hope that all you guys are going to be there with me on this grind. I'm going to try and do more this season because I did kind of slack off for this first season of 2K21, and I'm hoping with next gen it will just get better. So my GOAT lineup, it is nothing insane. There are obviously a lot of people in the community who have better lineups, but I think I've made a bit of progress and you guys are interested to see what the lineup will look like. What are we going to call this lineup? Just something, what is a good name for a GOAT lineup? We're going to call it the Big Knob Squad. And I'm not even mad about it. I'm not mad. Screw it, we'll take it. The Big Knob Squad is here to show off, and obviously, for a lot of people who can tell already, I think you know who my starting point guard is going to be for my gold squad. If you can tell, I mean, I pretty much know why you can tell. A little something in the top right may be able to tell you, but Pink Diamond Steph Curry. This card has been nothing but awesome for me since I've gotten him and been using him for season 1. I'm glad I got the grind to get him done because the card really does pay off. His shots go in almost all the time. People always have to stay up on him to the point where you can beat defenses and all that pretty easy when you come to online gameplay. So Steph Curry, of course, is in here. Very happy to have him as a part of my squad, especially with those 7 Hall of Fame badges, with all the good shooting badges he's got, and the ridiculous 3-point shot he has at a 98 this early in the year. Just super nice. And the 98 ball handle. We'll always take that. Now, shooting guard. This one has been one that I've wanted to change and do a bit of mixing and matching with. However, I'm going to go with Manu Ginobili. This Pink Diamond Manu Ginobili, I will say right now, is not my #1 preference for shooting guard. However, he is the best I have got for sure. The card is very nice. He is able to be picked up for a buy now price pretty consistently now, and the card does his job. Obviously an offensive kind of minded card with a 3-point shot, 88. But however, I got used to this card very quickly, and he has become old reliable for me. He was one of my first pink diamonds, if not the first pink diamond I had, and the card is very nice. He does everything I need to do. He does it well. He has 5 Hall of Fame badges. He gets the job done. Now, the reason I was saying that I have a few questions about him and want to mix and match is because I'd rather my next guard, who I've got at the small forward position, in this position, and that is going to be Pink Diamond Brandon Roy. I'm going to put a contract on him in a sec, but this card is ridiculous. When I first started using him, he was so nice, silky smooth. You couldn't get anything better than him at the time, and he was honestly surprisingly cheap. He was going for pretty common 100k buyouts pretty consistently. I did not think it would happen, as I've just gotten an update required. If you could just see that in the bottom left, I will change that. But this card is not bad in the slightest. Obviously, there's other cards like a small forward Pink Diamond Dominique Wilkins, who I actually want in this small forward position. However, I do not have him and kind of want to save my MT for the new season. So for the moment, this card is sitting at small forward with Manu at the shooting guard. Just realized that I can't change it until I complete the lineup. Awesome. So that update required thing is down there for me forever. Just what I want. But we're going to keep going. Next one, we are going with a diamond player. It is going to be Bill Russell at the power forward position. Now, this one is obviously one you get for grinding, a defensive-minded card, which I really, really like for taller positions nowadays, especially considering this dude's supposed to be a center, is 6'10", and a lot of power forwards play just like his center. And so I really like this card, and I definitely think the grind to get him was worth it. Not a shooter, nothing crazy, which I actually really like, the fact that 2K isn't making him so overpowered, but he gets the job done. As you can see here, 4 Hall of Fame badges, including Intimidator, which I hear over and over again is a killer, and obviously considering he is a defensive-minded player, every single one of these is a defensive Hall of Fame badge, including 19 gold badges, which are always helpful, one of them being clamps. He's a very, very quick player for a 6'10" center, and so that's why I like using him at my power forward. And to fit in at the center position where Bill Russell should be, I've got someone more physically dominating, that card being Pink Diamond Bob Lanier. I was lucky enough to pick this card up at the level 23 Ascension boards. I actually had better luck at level 23 than I had at level 40. That is ridiculous to hear talking back to myself, but I got him at 23, which is honestly really, really lucky for me. A lot of people got him at 30, some people not even till 36, and then all the way till 40, some people didn't even get him. So you know what? I'm not mad at all at how early I was able to get him. I used him for a fair bit, and it was a very enjoyable card. And you can say that he is an offensive-minded card, but for the most part, he is a much more defensive-minded card to me. He is a mid to high 80s in the interior defensive side of things, but that rebounding is nice. He's got some decent inside work. Obviously, his post moves are very nice. 95 for post moves, 94 for post hook, and 93 for post fade. And he's got a few badges here and there. He's got 3 Hall of Fame and 24 gold, so that's not too bad at all. Most of them being in the post and finishing around the rim. So that's why I like my Bob Lanier card. Very, very physical and good on both the offensive and defensive end for a true big. Now we head to the bench, and we're starting off with the 6th man. Now, don't worry about like going from 6 to 10. This is basically my backup point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Basically backups for every single one of these players. And so the one I'm going to be starting off with is going to be our point guard. And in this one, we are using Nate Archibald, Tiny Archibald. Now, the reason I'm using him is, one, he does evolve to a pink diamond, and that's the reason I've got him in there, is because when he does become pink diamond, he will be a lot better than what he currently is. But the other reason is he's a push the tempo player. This card loves pushing the tempo. Has only a 75 3-point shot, but I've used his jump shot, and it is a nice jump shot in my opinion. I can get used to it. It isn't too difficult. Plus, he is so quick for a diamond card. I can't even say anything other than use him if you're looking for run and gun. This card is so quick, very athletic. As you can see, his lateral quickness is at an 88, so that's probably his weakest part of his athleticism, apart from obviously his strength, but that's what you kind of expect from a dude who is, what? He's 6'1". Okay, I thought he was smaller, because his name was Tiny Archibald, but never mind. He's got 29 gold badges. I'm pretty sure he gets a Hall of Fame badge when he gets upgraded, but other than that, we are absolutely fine. I really like using the card. Now at shooting guard, this one I don't think is too crazy to think about, but it is Dale Goodrich. Obviously an offensive-minded card, as you can see, 94 offensive overall with only a 79 defense, but his 3-point shot is very, very good for a diamond card. And I would also say that there are times if this card isn't up to date and I don't think is doing well enough, I will switch him out for the Amethyst Michael Cooper. And the reason I say that is because he's so good defensively, so good. The dude has Hall of Fame clamps at an Amethyst. Very, very nice. Has a very nice jump shot. A lot of people will probably tell me to use this Michael Cooper instead of Gale Goodrich. However, I find the Gale Goodrich really helpful offensively, and sometimes that's all you need, especially with cards like Bill Russell and Bob Lanier in the paint. So I think that's all I need in terms of my shooting guard position. And now we're going to go to the small forward, who is Paul George. Of course, this card is a lot more defensive minded as well at a 96, which is why I'm so so much more confident having G.O.A.T out there. This one, not a good 3-point shot as many would like it to be. However, his jump shot is a very, very nice jump shot. I can green it every now and then. Has an 86 ball handle, which I don't think is the minimum now. I think you actually can have a 80 ball handle and do speed boosting. I'm not 100% sure on what the updates have been for it, but I know that 86 ball handle is usually the safest bet. As you can see though, perimeter defense, steal, and just defense in general, maybe apart from the block, is very, very decent overall. The card, I believe, also has some decent badges. It's got 2 Hall of Fames, which I don't know where they are right now. I don't know why they're not showing up on the card, but you know what? We're all good with that. It's fine. You can see all these right here. If you need to stop and look at these, go ahead. But the card has some decent badges and all to help him out and make him a very valuable player on the team. Now we go to the backup power forward, and so we head over here, and the next one we are going with is a offensive-minded power forward. We have our defensive-minded power forward, so we're going to go to offensive, and that is when Boris Diaw comes into play. Now, I have used this card very little. However, in the times I've used him, his jump shot is money. This card has been a pretty decent budget baller all year, and a lot of people have realized that. Only an 83 3-point shot, but his jump shot, I've said it about a few, but it is one of the easiest in the entire game to get used to. 83 3-point shot is nothing to really go crazy about. However, his jump shot is obviously, as a power forward and a pretty basic power forward in the most part, only 71 ball handle. He doesn't excel at anything too much on the stat line. However, just as a card in general, is not bad whatsoever. I don't know what's going on with my badges right now, because he definitely does not have 15 gold badges, but we'll just have to wait till we get into games to actually see what he's like. But we go over to our center position, and that's where I bring in probably my weakest player on the team in Diamond, Al Horford. Now, this card I've been tipped off as a pretty decent card, and in the times I've used him, he's just played all right. He hasn't like wowed me. His jump shot is awkward in my opinion, but usable. Is obviously a pretty pure center, so nothing too crazy, except he's kind of just the Al Horford you think of, the one who can spread the floor, more modernized to today's game, has some decent rebounding, and his defense as well is kind of alright. Got a block at 85, interior defense at 92, which is helpful, but overall definitely is outdone by our other cards in Bob Lanier and Bill Russell. I think I just like them for more of their physical or extremely skilled defensive mindedness. But definitely Al Horford is making this lineup for the moment, as I enjoy what he's doing. Probably for the center position, I'd think about trying to get a card like Moses Malone, and then he'd probably take the starting center position, and then Al Horford would switch to the 10. Sorry, not Al Horford. Bob Lanier would switch to the 10, and Al Horford would be at the power forward. I think power forward, depending on how Boris Diaw turns out. But I think Al Horford would switch to the power forward if I did have Moses Malone. And of course, Dominic Wilkins, he'd be switching in at the shooting guard for G.O.A.T. Sorry, Manu would be switching to his 7th spot. Gale would go out. Brandon would be switched to the shooting guard, and Dominic would slot right into that small forward position. But that is my full lineup. I don't really focus too much on this. I just round it out with some bronzes, because I like to run 2 different people at each position, just to make sure that everyone, in case someone is injured or something goes wrong and we need to switch something up, we've got all these guys ready to go. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and found yourself caught up to where I am at right now. I want to know what your guys' lineups are in the comments down below, and it'd be really appreciated if you could leave a like as well. Like the video, comment down below any video ideas, suggestions, and constructive criticism, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Everything is very much appreciated, and we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So if you can help me on my way to doing that, that'd always be super duper appreciated, and I'd be forever grateful. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.